I'm Chris-Rachael with the Austin Post and Fanboy TV. We are out here with Zimmer of Zimtelligence, who built tell us about your product here.
So this is the Apollo. It's a wearable solar generator. The idea is that it's a completely hands-free way to keep your cell phone charged. So you can wear this on your arm, and it charges to a battery, and you can then use that to charge just about any device, any Android, iPhone, BlackBerry, tablets, e-readers, digital cameras. Pretty much everything runs off USB these days.
And if you put 90 of them together, you can have a giant mecha armor you're charging yourself.
Absolutely. I do that on the weekends.
It's good to know. It's high-quality craftsmanship here in town, building your own mecha armor with the solar power.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what gave you the idea to decide to do this?
I'd actually been hit by a car.
Really?
It's a great way to start a story, right? So I had this big cyborg brace, and all of my tech friends had all of these different ideas for what to trick it out with. And so at the end, it was like flashy red LEDs, there's a green laser coming off of it, a flashlight, iPhone dock, and I had this nasty, like, wood glue and bolts, Apollo Generation 1, and I had friends at Comic-Con wanting to buy it. And so I got an investor, I went to Kickstarter, I raised $3,300 in 20 days. This is now the third generation, so no more wood glue, which is exciting, no more bolts.
So you really were sporting a giant mecha arm by the time you were done.
I was sporting a giant mecha arm.
So you said that somebody offered to buy it. Did you sell it, or do you still have that at home?
I still have the original.
So I understand that was really inspirational with that. Had you thought about building this type of thing before that, or was it just, hey, I've got this, I might as well make it cool?
I'd made some other wearable stuff. I really like wearable technology. One of the first things I came out with was something called the North Star, which is an extremely bright light on a backpack that was used for self-defense purposes. And so...
So wait, light as a weapon?
Yes, light as a weapon.
Neat. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
It was, at the time, it was 500 lumens, which was a really big deal, like 4 years ago. It's just totally blinding. We were in New York, and I was part of a crime watch group called the New York Initiative. And in New York, you have to have a permit for pepper spray. You can't carry pepper spray is illegal. So I figured you can't make a light illegal, and that would be a very humane, non-lethal weapon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so we used that.
So you were saying that you have a USB charger with this. You can charge pretty much anything that has USB. How durable is it? Like if you're jogging, or what else can you use it for?
You know, a lot of solar panels just have like a thin epoxy on the front. And so what I've done is laser cut an acrylic cover on this. And so that's about 1/8 of an inch thick. That'll take a knife. So it'll certainly take tree branches or whatever you're doing in your solar adventure.
And about how long does it take to charge, say, a cell phone with it?
So this battery will charge in about 7 hours of sunlight, but it'll discharge to a phone and take an iPhone from 0% to 100% in 30 minutes.
Wow. So if you just leave that out all the time, whenever you need it, you can just get a charge in half an hour.
Right. And this all comes apart. So once you're done charging, you can just take the battery part out and just have the battery to be in your pocket and to charge your phone.
So did you actually invent the battery pack itself, or is that something you were able to find off the shelf, or how did everything come together?
A lot of this was off the shelf. Again, this was just like a cool project just for my broken arm. So these batteries and the solar panels are from Voltaic Systems, which is a really cool company in New York. They've been really helpful. And so I get their off-the-shelf devices and combine it together.
Neat. And about how much does this cost if somebody wants to buy one for themselves?
Originally on the Kickstarter, they were $168, and today they're at $99.
Okay. Well, congratulations. This looks like a wonderful way to turn the tragedy of having an arm broken into a really cool-looking company.
Thank you. I appreciate that.